right, good evening, everybody. I've been getting a lot of questions on some follow-up with the fig pop method and how I water these plants, and what's really the next step once you see root development like this. This looks really nice. This is my golden riverside, and well, I'm going to show you. So really, if you don't want to take it out of the bag yet, the way I feed these guys, and excuse these plants here, these guys are cuttings that did not make it. Unfortunately, that's a riverside right there. Using the cup method, no less. Alright, so I just want to show you the beauty of these roots right here, using the bag method, the fig pop method. As you can tell right here, the roots are still nice, white. They're starting to turn color a little bit. This is my Calderona. I got this from KK. It's quite a beautiful cutting that turned into a beautiful plant. Look at those roots. Really nice, really healthy. The moisture, if you get the moisture right on that, on your medium, you don't have to water it. You don't have to worry about drying out. By the time it roots, the soil that you use, it was at the right moisture level. It'll stay that way because there's no evaporation. Isn't that nice? Isn't that beautiful? It's gonna be a great looking plant right here. So you take a bag like this and you see these roots. How do you water them? So what I've done is, well, these guys are actually going to get a up pot today. I mean, look at the roots on this. This is stellar roots. I just simply take a turkey baster and mix in some Dynagrow. This is Foliage Pro 936. You're gonna mix in the appropriate amount. Take the water baster, right, and just kind of get water into there just like that. Okay. And what will happen is that water will seep all the way down. What you want to do now in this stage is actually cut holes wherever possible, so that there's drainage and the roots can get oxygen. But for these plants, I'm actually just going to up pot them into something a little bit bigger, either 1 gallons or these little soup to go containers. So that way they have a little bit more room to kind of stretch their roots, I guess. And I have a few here that I'm going to up pot today. I've actually got a whole cardboard box full of them that I need to do, but I just don't have enough time. As you can see, it's nighttime, it's kind of dark, and it's chilly, so I don't want to be out here too long. All right, so check this out. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how I will up pot this thing. I'm not going to reuse this bag. They're meant to be kind of somewhat disposable. I do reuse my cups. I hate making a lot of waste for the environment, but reusing these bags is probably not a good idea. You want to start off with nice clean bags when you do these cuttings, because you could be transferring disease, mold, or anything that's kind of built up over time. So anyhow, these bags are super cheap. Instead of throwing them in the garbage, maybe just shake them out, rinse them, and then you can just throw it into the recycle bin. Alrighty. Okay, so now that I've got the bottom of this exposed, I'm just going to cut this from the bottom up. I'm just kind of slide the scissors all the way up like that. Now I've got a well-exposed plant. Beautiful root system. This one here is the golden riverside. I've got a stick in here. I don't know why I kept it in there. I should have taken it out, but it's not too big of a deal. And I'm going to fill up a pot. Or actually, I'll just use one of these cups. Okay. Right. Grab the plant. See, no roots were harmed in the making of this video. Oh man, there's actually too much plant. I am gonna need a regular pot. Hang on a second, I'm gonna go grab that. Okay, got my pots. I will add some soil. Sprinkle in a little slow release Osmocott, and then carefully drop this plant in, line it up in a way, spread the roots so that they don't continue to grow up. I want them to work their way around the pot. This soil mixture is made of mainly peat and some bagged soil. You have additional perlite as well as lime. Bring the pH up. Okay. Now this fig plant is good to go. I'm gonna put that stick back in here. There you go. Real simple, real easy. I'm gonna do one more for you so that you can see the process one more time. Just take the scissors. Careful when you cut into the bottom of this that you're not cutting it into the roots, because if you do that, you could potentially kill the plant if you cut a major root. You know, at this stage, they're super delicate, and any little error that you can make, like damaging the roots, will probably damage the plant. Okay, these came out pretty clean. I can recycle these. Here's another plant. Use another regular pot. Sprinkle in Osmocott. Drop in the plant. Pull the stick out. Okay, and these rooted really, really fast, really nicely too. Now, because I took the bags out of the humidity bin relatively early, before the leaves started to form, I was actually didn't have to go through the acclimation process of acclimating the leaves to drier air. And inside my house, it's always about 35% humidity in the wintertime because of the heater is always going. Okay. All right. I've got 3 more to go, and then I'll show you the final result. Okay. Here are a couple of the plants in their new pots. See, this one's a little bit limpy. Well, this plant right here was in dire need of water, so it should perk up now that it's in its new pot and I've got it watered. These guys are in the house. I'm going to put them under some simple LED lights. You know, I would love to be able to run some of the super bright, greenhouse lamps that these guys have, but I don't, and I just think it's kind of a waste of money to run so much electricity through your lights. I'm not trying to fruit them in here. I'm just trying to keep them green, keep them alive, and hold them over until the sun comes out and warms up everything else. So anyhow, that's it. That's how you up-pot a fig pot method, and how you water them while they're still in the bag. hopefully you found that somewhat useful. Here's all the plants I have along the south window. And oh yeah, here's the box, cardboard box of all my fig pops. All these guys have roots and leaves. And you see I have the tops open here, so that way they get acclimated to the drier air. I have this box right here just sitting on that windowsill, and that's just fine. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Well, it's another wet, rainy day here in Seattle. It's pretty typical here during the wintertime. And I'm stuck inside. So there's not much to do but to play with fig sticks. Well, actually, I just want to really give a shout out here to Harvey and his awesome cuttings. These arrived yesterday, and they are super high quality cuttings. I mean, they're not the skimpy little skinny stuff that's, you know, at the tip of the tree. These are well-established cuttings that look great. Some of them are long enough that you can cut them in half and get 2 cuttings out of. So I appreciate that. They're well wrapped, well labeled. They look fresh, and look very good. And I know I wasn't supposed to buy any more cuttings, but I'm addicted. I've got problems because here's another bag of cuttings that I need to get into some soil. These I got from Amy. Thank you, Amy, for the Chico strawberries, and Kyle for the Nixons in here. I appreciate that. So I've got a lot of work to do still. Yeah. Time to pot. Actually, time to put these into some soil.
Daddy.
Hey. It's the fig thief. There it is, all the cuttings, ready to be thrown into a cardboard box or a bin. Hey, got a drive-by fig jacking.